put all of our chicken right into the egg bath. Add some flour, crackers, and some more cheese. Okay, so what we are making here, ooh, crunchy, is a cracker crust.
Ooh.
I came up with this kind of just out of necessity because I didn't have any breadcrumbs one day, and I looked around and thought, well, these are kind of like breadcrumbs. We're making something called chicken finger pitas. This is a specialty of the Midwest, where I come from. Invented, as far as I know, by a chain or a style of restaurant called Coney Island, which are Greek American restaurants that serve chili dogs.
Greek American restaurant that serves chili dogs.
And it's unique to southeastern Michigan. Okay, once you have your breadcrumb prepared, I'm gonna go over and start coating these guys. So we are just going to put this to the side, and now we are going to make our tortillas. We start with 3/4 cup of white flour, a 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. So it's half a tablespoon, which I am going to estimate, even though I could do it precisely,
Guesstimate.
of baking powder. I add a little more because I like a little extra bubbliness. Same amount of salt, although I'm going to do a bit less actually. Half a tablespoon. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. And you can also estimate half a tablespoon of oil, 2 ounces of beer, which I guess is about a 1/4 cup. Room temperature beer.
Room temperature?
Mm-hmm. And then this is a little tricky, half an egg.
Half an egg.
Well, the problem is this recipe I cut down in 4s. So to make just for the 2 of us, you just need half an egg.
Okay.
So again, it's okay to estimate. Okay, now we just gotta, there we go. All right, this is not a precise recipe, and it's just very forgiving to anything that you throw at it. So you can adjust it to your liking. Okay, so it's incorporated now, and what you kind of want it is just to be, not sticking to your hands. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. So now you want to knead. So this recipe comes from my old friend and mentor Felipe Ortega, and it's his grandmother's tortilla recipe. And these come from northern New Mexico, and they're really more like flatbreads than tortillas. But they call them tortillas. But this, because I know this recipe, and Lauren wanted me to make these chicken finger pitas.
They're so good.
This seemed like a very suitable replacement for a pita. So you can make pitas, or you can go to the store and buy pita bread, or you can make these just absolutely delicious, warm New Mexican tortillas. And again, it should be moist, but not stick to your fingers. Then we're just gonna pop it right back in here, cover it to rest.
How long does it rest for?
Well, it's up to you.
What's like a minimum amount?
2 hours is good. It just kind of like lets everything jive together. And the yogurt has some bacteria in it, so, it's doing something. Just magic is transpiring. After a little rest, this tortilla dough is ready to go. And this recipe makes about four big ones for maybe 4.5. So we're gonna make a little tortilla for my baby. Now here's the hard part, rolling out dough. This is what you gotta, I think you have to be about 89 years old to really have this down. Just like kind of forming a pinch pot.
Yeah, it looked like you were doing pottery, the way you were.
Well, I learned from a potter. And you can come over to your skillet, which is nice and hot. And I don't even know if it's hot enough yet. I'll flip this a little early. There you go. Okay, that's a nice one. Baby. There we go. Stack of tortilla.
This is how you know. This is how you know someone's been making tortillas.
Was there flour on my butt?
You got a flour handprint on your butt.
Man. Now we have some hot oil. I'm gonna fry us up some chicken. About 1:30 each side. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this chicken up. Little bite-sized morsels. We're gonna start with a layer of American cheese, romaine lettuce, a little crunch. It's nice. For us, we get some homegrown tomatoes.
Our tomato plant that just won't stop.
Just keeps on giving. We're gonna finish it off with a little bit of ranch on top. Now you can use mayo if you'd like, but I'm a ranch guy, so just a little drizzle. Okay. That's the sandwich, chicken finger pita on a northern New Mexican tortilla. Just all comes together. The flatbread's so pillowy. You get that creaminess from the cheese and the ranch, and the crunch of the chicken, the savoriness of the breadcrumbs, crunch of the lettuce.
Jeff learned how to make this because I love them so much. And there's no place that sells them around here.